Most welcome time for us to get active. We're talking sports. I'm Theophilus Sampai. Today we have a family where we'll be doing some chit-chatting here on Zoom because we're talking about Ghana football, taking Ghana football to the next level. And so today we're talking a little bit about Premier League. We're talking about Division 1 football, and we'll be talking about women's football. I have been joined a host of people on Zoom, but let me give you a flashback. Last night, some outstanding matches took place in the Ghana Premier League, and the big one and the talking one was the game between Accra Hearts of Oak and Aduana Stars. And at the end of the day, at the Doma Park, Aduana Stars managed to beat Accra Hearts of Oak by 2-0. Let's go to Doma and bring you a flashback of what really transpired in that particular encounter. And when we get back, I introduce my guest and then we just chit-chat and the real issues now.
So there we go with the kickoff. Accra Hearts of Oak are playing from right to left as you watch. And the ball will go straight to goalkeeper of Aduana Stars and captain Joseph Addo to initiate an attack for them. Aduana Stars are brimming with confidence in this game, and they believe that this is an opportunity to put paid to all the noise being made by Accra Hearts of Oak. They believe that they would win this match fair and square.
One of the stalwarts you can call on to be favourites to win the league anytime the season begins.
Isaac Queen sends in across, and a deep enterprising one. Yaya Mohammed heads it back. A shot is fired, it's blocked. Hands, and it's a goal. The man says he will get a goal. The man says he will get a goal, and Yaya Mohammed has opened the floodgates for goals. He says, this is my property. This is where I belong. Go to Aduana Stars, and from no other person than Yaya Mohammed.
Yaya Mohammed, as ever cannon inside the penalty area, pounds on the loose ball beyond the reach of Richard Atta.
So a change has been effected by Accra Hearts of Oak as we kickstart the second half. And Aduana Stars this time around are playing from right to left. Strong challenge comes in on the far side, a battle for the ball. Referee was right there on the spot and gives the advantage to Aduana Stars. Flavian Kongoza in the thick of affairs. And obviously that's not the face of a very happy fan, is it? Free kick advantage is on for Aduana Stars. As long as deep, but it's headed out. Pressure is still on Accra Hearts of Oak. What a goal! What a goal! What a goal!
What a drive there from Prince Alpha. Absolutely stupendous there from the midfielder. And you can see the joy on court Purpose Feben. He's reignited with a player he raised from Heart of Lions, joining him at Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Didn't have a good time, and he's really lived up to the billing. Paid off that confidence in him by his coach. What a belter! Absolutely a drive that any goalkeeper will find it difficult to see. And I'm so sad for Richard Atta. He's been on the facing end of the 2 brilliant goals we've seen this season in the Ghana Premier League. One against Richmond Lamptey in that entire live game, and now he suffered one against Prince Alpha.
And so now it's time for prayers for the officials of Accra Hearts of Oak.
Now on the defensive end, right today with a big ball. He finds Sam Adams. Can this be the third goal? Sam Adams inside the penalty area. His drive has been parried down by Richard Atta, and he catches it on the second attempt as that danger is averted by the Phobians. For a very nervy end. A delivery inside the penalty area by Joseph Addo, flaps it away. Ball drops to Radio Ubuka to Patrick Razak, and Mohamed Al-Hassan looking for that equalizer, and that ball comes off the line. Lawali calling for a penalty, and it looks like a penalty has been given. And you can see Costa Papage. It doesn't look the flamboyant self we saw last Sunday. His team is down. Should Radio Vuka score, the game will go down the wire. Radio Vuka against Joseph Addo. Sefenchi gives the go ahead. Vuka steps forward, left footed and saves there by Joseph Ado, and the bounce has been head away by Victor Edu. Radio Vuka misses the penalty. Joseph Ado dived the right way. He pointed away the right way. It fell to Victor Edu, but he also just bounced it off the goal. Patrick Razak on the receiving end of a very fierce tackle from Hafiz Adam Manafuma. Sumaila with a very good delivery inside the penalty area. It's missed there by Joseph Ado. Radio Vuka looking for at least a consolation, but he hits the side net. Absolutely no one inside the goal, but Radio Vuka fails to hit the target, and he could only hit the side net. Joseph Ado lies on the turf in pain. He missed that aerial challenge. It's the 5 minutes of time added on has been elapsed. Referee Eric Sefechi, a long ball into.
So that was what really transpired, and this is the big talking point here. Accra Hearts of Oak really didn't come to the party because all the glorious chances came their way and then they missed it. So kudos to Ediana Stars, and we'll be talking more about the Premier League now. I've been joined by a host of sports enthusiasts via Zoom for us to delve into. First, we want to break it down. We're doing 2-in-1 now. We're talking about the National Division 1 Football League that is about to commence in January. A new date has been set by the Ghana Football Association, and again, the National Women's Football League also commences in January 2021, and a draw will be held, and we've been joined on Zoom by a host of personalities. So let me quickly introduce them. I have Aisha Zachary, a sports journalist from Happy FM. I have Nabedina, another sports enthusiast. I've been joined by reps. I'm waiting for Nana Ikia Mankwa. She also join us very soon. But I have Uncle George, Greater Accra. When you come to football development, grassroots football development, and you see Uncle George, you've seen everything. I have George Afeklenwe also in the house. You also be giving us more details into the women's game. And then this man, when it comes to Brandon and making sure that grassroots football is taking a notch higher, you can't beat this man. Cheetah FC. We're talking about Abdul Hayati, Cheetah FC. This is the gentleman that really discovered Christian Achu. I can say that, and the rest of them are there. So when it comes to pure Brandon, you can't beat this man, and what he's doing with our musicians, Patapa, the rest, Keche, just name it, Kinata, and doing so much, bringing the entertainment aspect into the sport. All these gentlemen are joining me via Zoom for us to really zoom in and see how we can take Ghana football to the next level. So as we do, we have been told that gender balance. So we start with the ladies, and I've been joined as usual by Aisha, and then now Bedina. The rest will be joining us very, very soon. And now Sidu Tenda will also be joining us. Ladies, good to have you. Now, okay, so let me start with Aisha. Aisha, how eager are you to see real football starting for the ladies? I know you are attached to one of the clubs, but we are not talking about the clubs. General football, ladies football. How eager are you to see it start?
Good morning to you. Let me greet you and greet our viewers. I'm excited because the 2019 season was going on so well. We have played the first round of the league matches until coronavirus came, so we couldn't start with the second round of the matches. So I'm excited. I mean, we are not in normal time, so I'm excited and expecting. I'm just overall expectant as to how we can organize a league for women. I mean, the men are already playing, but how we organize a league for women that under these circumstances, the fans, because you know, most of the female, they don't play in a stadium like the Accra Sports Stadium. Some of our parks are open, so you have fans that are coming in. It's free gates, so you have fans that are coming in. So how do we control the fans, and how do clubs even organize themselves, taking into consideration the COVID-19 protocols and all that? So I'm excited, and I'm a bit eager and a bit I don't want to say worried, but then it's quite difficult putting it together because women's football itself it's not a bit organized compared to the men. Everything is just left in the hands of clubs and supporters and journalists, so and FA now coming on board to do their bit. So I'm actually excited, looking forward to this upcoming season, God willing, next month. I mean, it should be interesting to see how clubs will be able to adhere to the COVID-19 protocols, taking into consideration that some of these players, they don't follow simple instructions.
Okay,
So
you hold your horses there. Let me go to now. Let me also find out from you, how eager, how happy, how excited are you to see our ladies come back onto the field and then see them play again?
Well, I think I'm very excited. Women football is our thing. That is what we do. And so the moment we hear women's football is coming back, you can feel the excitement. For me, I think personally, as a journalist, just like Aisha, I think I am ready. I'm just waiting to see what our ladies have for us. Just like Aisha said, if not for COVID, we were having one of the best seasons ever when it comes to women's football. Unfortunately, Mr. COVID visited us. But hey, that one is gone. We are waiting. It's COVID. So let's see what our ladies have for us.
Aisha, I'm coming back to you. You guys have been closer to some of the teams. In terms of readiness, we saw when the men's game started, we saw some rustiness here and there. You've been closer to the ladies. Some of the teams, are they really ready? Or we are also going to see them come out there and now try to work their way through, and we'll see that excitement again. For your team, where you are associated, how ready are you for the commencement of the girls' game?
Well, Joe, even the men are struggling. They are the men, and then we are expecting them that even during the lockdown period, this place they were training individually. How ready are they? They are ready. I can say they are ready because I've seen. I mean, all clubs are now training. Some of them are playing few matches here and there. For immigration ladies, I know for a fact that every week we try as much as possible to organize a final match for the players. Now the clubs have made new signings. Just 2 days ago, I've seen Hazake's ladies. They unveiled 3 new players that they have signed. I know for immigration ladies, we have changed the face of the team. Most people will be surprised when you see the list that we have submitted to the FA. I know clubs that have made new signings, clubs that have gone. They have taken. They have done a lot because I mean they have a lot of time to do these changes that are coming on. But then I can't tell you that you have the same league as we played before COVID came, because I mean these players, the truth is that they are rusty. You watch some of them when we played against Morocco, the under 20 and even the Black Players. You saw how some of them even controlling board and how some of them even put on weight, which is understandable because they are not playing. Now they are training, but they can't compare individual training to that of a group training under the supervision of a coach and a technical person. So it's quite understandable. We won't see them fit as we want. We won't see them in shape as we want, but then there are few ones that are actually so active and then quite kind of fit. But then I mean 70% yes, but then they are not 100%.
Now, what do you make? Now, in terms of your expectations, you are also closer to one of the clubs. Are they ready? Are we going to see that fluidity, that beauty we saw in the just truncated league? Are we going to see more goals? Are we going to see good reflexes from our goalkeepers, strong defending? Are we going to see beautiful football being played? Or you also envisage that there will be a little bit of hiccups here?
Well, definitely. If there's anything that goes by, when you watch the 20 and the Black Players, you notice that, I mean, basically all the players are from the local teams. I mean, they are based in Ghana. No foreign player was part of the squad. And then you saw how they played and the number of goals they scored. I mean, you saw Doris Bedua from Hazake's ladies.
Okay, now if you are with us, now what's your take on that one as well? What should we be expecting? I'm talking about the general fund. Looking at even the fact that in the truncated season we are having match centers, match venues where we have 2 or 3 games being played. For instance, the McDan Laton Park, where some of the teams were playing on the AstroTurf. What are you looking out for? Fans will by all means come, but from the players, are you going to see that beautiful game again, or we are going to envisage some challenges now?
Well, the challenges may come, but I think we are in for a very good season. This team started training, I think, almost like 4 months. Just after, even some of the clubs I know were training before even the president of the land asked that teams can train. And so for that one, I can't say that we have a bad start. Well, if there's anything to go by, we were meant to start the league the 2nd of January, but now it has been postponed to 15th of January. So I believe that clubs will definitely be training. We play a couple of matches which I'm very much aware of. The certain Northern ladies have been playing, the Calcutta ladies have been playing, and most of the clubs that are in Accra have been playing for. So I think that these are some of the things that they are doing. So definitely when we start, we are not going to see rusty players. Yes, there are things that when you meet them in the first round or for opening matches, you are going to overpower them because it has always been like that. There are some that when you meet them too, we are going to have a match of our life. So I don't think we are going to have that kind of problem because almost all the clubs have been training and all that. Like I said, I'm just looking out for a very exciting season. We are hoping that we get to see women playing the football as always, just like Aisha said. We saw that the U20 and then the Black Queens when they played against the Moroccans. We also realized how good the players are. They don't look like players that were called to come for a week before they came to face the Moroccans. So that should tell you that the teams are ready because we didn't take like a whole set from one team. Or we saw that 2 players from here, 1 player from there, and then we saw their quality. So personally, I just need a surprise. Like
Okay.
we start and everything is going on smoothly.
Great. So, ladies, hold your horses there. Let me get the main now. We're talking Division 1 football and then taking grassroots football to a different level. Now, I'm bringing in George, who is a big man when it comes to development of football in the Greater Accra region, and also when it comes to a gentleman who is really writing the script when it comes to taking grassroots football the international way, going that way, branding, super, everything super. I'm bringing these 2 gentlemen on. Abdul Hayate is the CEO for Cheetah FC, and then Mr. George Afeklunwe is the chairman for the league clubs in Greater Accra. Gentlemen, welcome again.
Thank you very much.
Now let me start from you, Mr. Yate, Cheetah FC. What is this that you guys keep trending on social media? The league season hasn't started yet, but we are seeing Cheetah FC do so many things behind the scenes. Just walk us through a little bit. We are in COVID, but Cheetah FC doesn't seem to look like they are in COVID. Tell us what is happening to Cheetah FC.
Well, I will start by saying the brand need to be brand. We have a brand, Cheetah Football Club, that we love so much, and regardless, Division 2 club, we need to brand the brand. You need to follow the trend that is actually happening in the football industry. And let me say, Kwesi Nyantichi had his way of administrating, and then Mr. Ket Ukreku also have his way of administrating. Ket have brought a touch of branding our league, and that some clubs are taking on a slow pace. Some club like Cheetah Football Club started even before Ket became the president of the FA. So if Ket is bringing a new breeze, then we have to embrace it and then actually push it to another level where we will be able to inspire and motivate other clubs, be it Premier League clubs, First Division club, or whatsoever. Division 2 clubs, our league is such a way that it's a very short period. You may have a league running for 4 months or 5 months, and that is it. In our league, we have probably about 8 teams, maximum 10 teams. And then so it means that within a very short period, the league is over. So 4 months, 5 months, the league is over. As a football club, 6 months or 7 months, what are you doing? Are you going to leave your club just dead like that? the brand need to be branded in such a way that you have followers, you have people to love the product that you are coming out with. So that is the reason why, as you are saying, the league is not started, but we are always on social media. We feel social media is an avenue that we can use to actually bring the masses to love our club, which will go a long way to help our club, i.e. what we are in for in terms of getting good young players, producing young players, giving them the opportunity. If the brand is solid, a young player will want to use your brand. So that is it for Cheetah Football Club.
Okay, we'll come back and tell us in terms of recently, I saw you unveiling so many jerseys here and there, doing so many things behind the scenes and your project as well. Let me go to Uncle George now. Uncle George, a new date has been set for the resumption of the National Division 1 football. Now, run us through. Looking at the timing now, is it enough time for the various Division 1 clubs to be prepared to give us something beautiful and really live that mantra, bring back the love? Well, Uncle George, I think that you have to check your audio again. I can hear you a little bit. So we'll come back to Uncle George, George Aflekunue, when it comes to Greater Accra football. He is in charge of the league. Now, let me go back to Mr. Yate. In terms of bringing out new jerseys, getting some for your fans and your project and everything, how is it going like? Because we've seen you change like 2 or 3 jerseys, announcing it and telling us that for this new season, this is the way you're going.
Well, this is a common practice by clubs worldwide. That mostly every season in Europe, when you go, like every season, clubs change their jersey. One reason why they do that is when the uniforms are being unveiled, it brings excitement to everybody associated to the club. The players are excited to wear new jerseys. The fans are excited. They want to change their old jerseys and wear new jerseys and other stuff. It is now catching up in our country. Where maybe a club will want to have one jersey and then wear the jersey for 5 years, 6 years, you understand. But it is very important that worldwide we change our jerseys so that the fans can be so attached to the clubs. Now, normally what happens in our part of the world is we get jersey, we just wear it and then go and play. But again, you have to do an unveiling video, unveiling ceremony, to get the fans actually eager to know what our new uniform is going to be. Last year, this is what our away jersey was. This year, what are we going to wear? They will be eager. For instance, 3 days ago, we unveiled this jersey as our 2020-2021 third jersey, and it was unveiled by Kofi Kinata, who is an ambassador. And then I can tell you, Kofi Kinata being an artist, a musician, and then doing this for us, all the videos that we've produced with Kinata's one, it have got a lot of viewers. And you know, Kinata being a musician, out of football, he have a different set of
yes,
followers.
indeed.
And then we also have a different set of followers. So bringing Kinata followers to join our followers to make a huge impact for Cheetah Football Club. So
Okay.
This is the reason why that we keep unveiling
The new ones, and then the rest will be following. Let me go back to George, Uncle George. Uncle George, now I guess your audio is working now. Now tell us, with the timing, the new date for the start
can you
of
hear me
the...
now?
Yes, I can hear you. With the new date for the start of the National Division 1 Football League, when you look at the grace period they've had from COVID time to now, is it enough for the teams to be ready?
Yeah, so of course, it's more than enough. Because, you know, the clubs have been waiting all this time, you know, as per the COVID pandemic. Clubs are spending, players are training. They've trained for several months, you know, with that show, you know. So for now, in fact, to some of them, the time should even be now, not January.
Yeah.
However, as per the COVID situation, we have no choice than to put down line. So the clubs are ready, but the only problem is that, of course, as clubs, all of us cannot be on the same tangent. Vision FC like this, if you see, came for inspection. So far in our zone 3, is only Vision Park at Tamahia, Accra Sports Stadium, and then Tema Sports Stadium. These are only 3 fields that have been approved. All the rest, have some jobs to do before they are approved, and that is some of the challenges the club are facing. But when it comes to the playing body, the technical team are very, very ready, to kick.
One key thing that comes in mind is officiating, making the game so nice as the night of whistle. Can you tell us as a fact that the referees are also very, very ready when the day comes for them to give us good football, that there won't be enough controversies on the field of play compared to the past?
For sure, you agree with me that as per the Anas expose, everybody, every facet of football administration or segment of football, everybody is very, very careful now, as to the way forward. We cannot afford to go back to the days of old, doing things the old way. No, either a referee, either a match commissioner, either a football administrator, whatever, everybody is careful. The referees, you will realize that the new case administration has brought a lot of innovations, into the fore as to training, psyching, and all the integrity tests and all that they've taken the referees through. The referees have seen what their colleagues have gone through, the disgrace, the shame, and whatever. I don't believe that there's any referee in Ghana now, as per all that we have been through, who would like to, allow himself to be put, to go to that shame or disgrace anymore. Whether it was a mistake, whether the analysis was just a fashion or whatever it is, we have good lessons to learn, all of us. And so I don't think any referee is now ready to put his name into the mud, so far as officiating is concerned. In fact, a lot has been done, a lot has gone through the system, and I strongly believe that all of us, the referees will tell you, or the news has it, that it is the club administrators who have been trying to influence these referees. Whatever it is, the referees must understand that they are at the receiving end. Now, many matches are going to be, on video, on tapes. Would you like to go and disgrace yourself that way too? I don't think so. So, as I would not like that to befall me, as you would not like that to befall you, so I believe that the referees too are poised, ready to deliver nothing but to deliver good football to the football fraternity.
Okay, Uncle George, you guys are in charge of administration, and we know that Greater Accra is the mother for the regions in terms of taking the lead. Administrative-wise, is Greater Accra ready for Division 1 football?
Of course. We have about, if you look at Zone 3, you agree with me that about 70% of the clubs are from Greater Accra. And indeed, yes, Greater Accra is the headquarters of football. So we have no choice than to be ready. That's why I'm saying that look at the Zone 3. As we speak, all the 3 clubs, all the 3 venues that have been, approved by the the club licensing board are all from Greater Accra. Vision Amahia Park, Accra Sports Stadium, and the Tema Sports Stadium. It should tell you that yes, indeed, and even we, the licensing board has have advised that we have to do some works on these pitches before the game commences. So indeed, Greater Accra is very, very ready, for Division 1 football. Administrative wise, yes. I heard my brother Cheetah talking about branding. My brother, many clubs are always thinking about just 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, and they have followed these 3 points for years and they're still poor. But the clubs like Cheetah, Vision FC, and other few who have seen the light, that no, it's not about 3 points, but it's about branding yourself to attract the world. It's about branding yourself to attract good players to your fore, are toning that line. And I would like to take this opportunity to advise all the clubs to stop this 3 points matter and follow good branding and new era of football.
Okay, great there. Thank you very much, Uncle George. Now, Mr. Yati, before I let you off the hook, what should Ghanaians expect when the season starts for Cheetah FC? Just 30 seconds so that I let you go. I know you are busy.
Well, it's a new era for Cheetah Football Club.
Great.
Now, to be very honest with you, player-wise, we've lost so many players to the European market, and there is a need for us to beef the team up. So our fans shouldn't expect that stylish Cheetah-branded football. It will take us about a month or two to scout new players and then get the team where it belongs to. But it's going to be a very excited time for Cheetah Football Club with our new AstroTurf, which is the biggest AstroTurf that we have in Ghana, and all this. So it'll be an exciting time for the fans.
Great, gentlemen. Let me say bye to our lady friends now and then Aisha. Now, and so at the end of the day, what should Ghanaians expect when the league starts for the women's game? Just briefly, 30 seconds each. Now, what do you say? What should we expect? Well, now your microphone seems to be a little bit down, so put on your microphone. Now, Aisha, what should we expect from you guys? It's now on. Now you on?
Theo?
Yes. What should we expect? 30 seconds. When the league starts, ladies football.
Well, let's expect good football. Let's expect exciting football, much better organized, more publicity, more promotion. Branding wise, women's football now, I'm so excited about the fact that clubs have PROs, and these PROs are active journalists, women or men, who knows how to brand and how to promote and how to market the teams. And I'm excited about that. So let's look out for a good football on the field, off the field, good branding, good promotion. And then I'm calling on the corporate world to come on board and support women's football. Listen, you have been supporting the men's football.
So they should come to women, eh? Thank you very much. Now, so what do you also have to say now? 30 seconds. You're checking out.
Well, I think you should expect good football, good branding, and then, like Aisha said, every corporate body should come. Mr. Yachi, I think you should get yourself a women's football club. It's really going to help. If you are not minding, I'll bombard you with messages.
So, gentlemen and ladies.
Like I said, we know that fans are not supposed to come to the stadium and all that, but at least they should know that they are going to serve them good football.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much, Uncle George. Thank you very much, Mr. Yati. Now, Super Aisha. So grateful for you guys for passing through. Thank you very much for doing the watching. We're doing more about our development of the games. We've done football. We'll be doing the rest of the disciplines in our subsequent days and time that we get. Thank you very much for doing the watching. Keep watching GBC News. Bye for now.